Then we go to Eala taking on Fernandez. Winner of that match will take on either a qualifier or the number 5 seed Palini in the second round. Then you got Swiatek, the number 3 seed, gets a bye. Eala's trying to get clay court wins, and Fernandez trying to get some confidence back. I'm going to go with the other in a close 3 sets. I reckon the Fernandez experience is going to shine through, but Eala's just so confident right now, so I'm going to go with her in 3 sets. But let me know in the comments below. Who is going to...
Okay, pause for a second. Because what just happened in Stuttgart might be one of those matches you tell people about years from now. Not because of the scoreline, not because of the rankings, but because of the feeling. That rare, almost indescribable feeling when you're watching something that matters and you know it in real time. This was one of those moments. 2 young women, 1 court, and a clash that felt bigger than tennis the moment the first ball was struck. Let's set the scene. Stuttgart, Germany, the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix, one of the most prestigious events on the WTA calendar, known for its fast indoor clay, its intimate atmosphere, and its history of producing moments that linger long after the tournament ends. But walking into that arena on this particular day, something felt different. The air was charged. You could sense it. Fans shifting in their seats. Cameras hovering a little longer on the players during warm-up. Commentators choosing their words more carefully, as if they already knew something special was coming. And right in the middle of all of it, stepping onto that court with a focus that was almost unsettling for someone her age, was Alexandra Eala, 20 years old, Filipina, and carrying on her shoulders something far heavier than just a tennis racket. She was carrying a nation's hope. Now, that might sound dramatic, but if you understand what tennis means in the Philippines right now, it makes complete sense. This wasn't just another first-round match for fans back home. Families gathered around television screens, people refreshing social media at work, at school, in cafes, because Alex isn't just a talented athlete to them. She's proof that a girl from Manila can walk into one of the grandest arenas in European tennis and belong there. And standing across the net from her was someone who knows exactly what that kind of pressure feels like. Leylah Fernandez, Canadian, fierce, a player who, not long ago, shocked the entire tennis world by dragging some of the biggest names in the sport through 5-set battles at the US Open, and nearly walking away with the whole thing. Fernandez doesn't just compete. She hunts. She feeds on pressure. And she was absolutely not here to be anyone's feel-good story. The match started the way everyone hoped it would. Fast, physical, unforgiving. Alex came out swinging with a kind of controlled aggression that immediately silenced any doubts about whether she was ready for this. Her footwork was sharp. Her ground strokes landed deep, and her serve, clean and confident, set a tone that said she wasn't going to play it safe. She was going to play to win. And for a while, it worked. You could see it in the crowd's reaction. Every time she connected on a clean winner, there was this wave of energy that rippled through the arena. And you could only imagine what it felt like watching from across the world, thousands of miles away in the Philippines, where every point landed like an exclamation mark. But Fernandez is not the kind of player who lets you settle into a rhythm. She's too smart for that. She started reading Alex's patterns almost immediately, anticipating where the ball was going before it even left the racket. That's the thing about Leylah. She doesn't just react. She calculates. And once she started solving the puzzle, the match shifted. It didn't shift all at once. It happened gradually, the way pressure usually does. A point here, a break there, a rally where Alex pushed hard, but Fernandez somehow turned a defensive scramble into a clean, angled winner that made you blink twice. The momentum swung, and when it did, you could feel it physically, like the atmosphere in the arena changed its weight. Here's where the story gets really interesting, though, because Alex didn't crumble. She could have. A lot of players would have. When you're young, when the pressure is this enormous, when you're playing someone with this much experience on stages this big, the easiest thing in the world is to tighten up, to start playing not to lose instead of playing to win. But she didn't do that. She kept swinging. She kept chasing down balls that had no business being retrieved. She kept fighting through rallies that stretched so long the crowd started murmuring between shots. There was one moment, and if you watched this match, you'll remember it, where she was completely pinned behind the baseline on the defensive, looking like the point was gone. And then somehow she ripped a cross-court forehand that caught the line and sent the stadium into absolute chaos. That shot told you everything you needed to know about who she is as a competitor. That wasn't luck. That was someone who refuses to accept that a point is over until it's over. That's a mindset you can't teach. You either have it or you don't. And she has it. But Fernandez, to her enormous credit, kept her composure throughout all of it. Every time Alex threatened to wrestle the momentum back, Leylah had an answer. A perfectly placed drop shot, a serve out wide that pulled Alex off the court, a backhand down the line that landed so precisely it almost felt unfair. This is what separates someone who has been to a Grand Slam final from someone who is still climbing toward that level. It's not always about hitting harder or running faster. It's about knowing exactly what to do in the exact moment when the match is slipping. And Fernandez knew every single time. Now, I want to talk about something that doesn't show up in the stats, because the numbers can tell you who won games and who broke serve. But they can't tell you what it feels like to watch a 20-year-old step into an arena like this and refuse to be invisible. They can't tell you what it means to millions of people who grew up never seeing someone who looks like them competing on this stage. Alex's story didn't start in Stuttgart. It started years ago, grinding through ITF tournaments, training in academies far from home, working through losses that most people never even heard about, because when you're on the way up, nobody's writing long articles about your early defeats. She went through all of that quietly, persistently, with the kind of dedication that only becomes visible once you're watching someone perform on a stage like this and wondering how they got here. This is how. This is exactly how. And the response from fans during this match was unlike anything you usually see for a first or second round match at a European clay tournament. Social media was genuinely erupting, not just in the Philippines, but across Southeast Asia, among the Filipino diaspora spread across dozens of countries. Messages flooding in with so much intensity and so much love that it almost felt like the crowd in Stuttgart had doubled in size, except the other half was watching from living rooms and dormitory rooms and wherever people had managed to find a screen and a connection. That support is real, and any athlete will tell you that kind of energy finds you somehow, even from thousands of miles away. It has a way of reaching you in the moments when you need it most. Fernandez, meanwhile, was in her own world entirely, locked in, precise. She's one of those players who gets calmer as the match gets more intense, which is genuinely terrifying if you're on the other side of the net. While the atmosphere swirled around her, while the crowd noise rose and fell, while the pressure of each point seemed to grow with every game, she just kept executing. No hesitation, no visible frustration, just a quiet, relentless focus that reminded everyone watching why she's already being talked about as one of the defining players of her generation. When the final point was played and the match ended, there was that pause, that brief, collective exhale, where everyone in the building seemed to take a breath at exactly the same time. And then the applause came, the kind that isn't just polite or celebratory, but genuinely grateful. Because everyone in that arena, whether they were cheering for Alex or for Leylah, understood that they had just witnessed something worth witnessing, something that went beyond the result. Fernandez took the win, and she earned every single point of it. But Alex walked off that court, having proven something that no scoreboard can measure. She belongs here, not eventually, not in a year or two. Right now, She competed with one of the sharpest young players on the tour and pushed her to the limit. And she did it with a fearlessness that is going to make every future opponent think twice before assuming this is going to be an easy match. That's not nothing. That's actually everything when you're building a career. But here's what I keep coming back to. The thing that makes this match linger in your mind even after you know the result. It's the rivalry that this is clearly setting up. Because one match between two players this competitive, this hungry, this emotionally connected to what they do, is never just one match. It's a first chapter. And if you've been watching tennis long enough, you know that some of the greatest storylines in the sport's history started exactly like this. With a single match that felt too good to be a one-time thing. With two players who clearly bring out something extraordinary in each other. That's what's developing here. And the next time these two share a court, whether it's at a Grand Slam or a big WTA event or anywhere else, the anticipation is going to be something else entirely. Because now both of them know. They know what the other is capable of. They know how hard they'll have to work. And they know that there's an audience watching and waiting for that rematch with genuine excitement. For Alex, the road ahead is full of possibility. She has the game. She has the mentality. And after a match like this, she has something even harder to build, which is credibility at the highest level. People around the tour are going to look at this performance and they're going to reassess. Coaches, players, commentators. Because you can dismiss a good result against a lower-ranked opponent. You can't dismiss what she did here. And for the Philippines, for every young girl who picked up a racket and wondered whether someone like her could ever make it to stages like this, Alex just gave the clearest possible answer. She didn't just show up. She competed. She challenged. She forced one of the best young players in the world to play some of her best tennis just to come out on top. That matters enormously, not just as a sports result, as a moment in the broader story of what's possible. Women's tennis is entering something new right now. The established order is shifting. New names are emerging faster than ever. And what's exciting is that the next wave isn't waiting politely for its turn. It's arriving with urgency, with hunger, with a refusal to be patient. Alex is part of that wave. So is Fernandez, who at her age is somehow already a veteran presence while still being very much in her prime. This match, right here in Stuttgart, was a small window into what the next decade of this sport might look like. Faster, more unpredictable, more emotionally charged, more global. And if you were watching, you already felt that. You already understood that something was shifting. Because matches like this don't just entertain you. They show you the future. And the future, based on everything Alex just showed us on that court, is going to be absolutely worth watching.